Hello, hello. Won't be checking charts as much, guys, today. I'll be just kind of going through charts I have and trying to understand what's going on and what we can trade. I hope you had a good day today. This will be quite quick session maybe, but relaxing for sure. It's okay. This is not a supply chain, but could be a... This zone could be a left out demand chain. So basically this could be a supply and demand chain that did not get filled previously. It is currently not, but we need to mark it. So because this did not get retested, so this could act as a liquidity basically on meme coins. So overall was a Wyckoff. We had it somewhere here, but I didn't replicate it on this chart. And to have quite a fresh chart right now, so that's the reason. But yeah, see it here. And right now we are in this situation on meme coins basically. So this is your current area and you're looking for a continuation on the meme coins. Oh, that's wrong chart. So we are kind of searching for a perfect entry on meme coins and where we should start aping. This is possibly a free tip loading here, but you don't have a uptrend for now, so. But this was a Bojan low, which got swept, but failed to take the high, so they're sitting liquidity above that. But I believe that there's lower levels that could be revisited before we go up. We can move from this coin to the other ones. Doesn't look bad. It's basically some sort of a level here, but you can see wicks on this chart. Need to go lower time frame, so there's the curve. Pretty much clear on a lower time frame. And right now what we are doing here, accumulation lows that were not taken yet. I believe we tested this 50%. Yeah. So next step could be around here. So Bitcoin could be slightly weaker in upcoming days against USDT dominance. XVG is doing some nice moves. We are in a spot from around here. From here, somewhere there. I think we are like 9% or so, which is not bad. Bitcoin currently still fighting these levels. Nothing really happening today. Kind of stuck in sort of a range. Didn't move anywhere tonight, but there's some possible level loading here. Was looking for this level to see if we can get some sort of fake out. There was no clear entry today. So nothing really happening. This was at night right after the open, so yeah. But there is something here waiting to be swept still. I think that we are going to see bottom soon on some of the alts, or local lows at least, but yeah. Problem with Ethereum is that we still don't have a wallet structure or some sort of change. So this is possibly a lower time frame because still. Hi Ryan Minker, big fan from Italy, thank you man. I will try to go through some of the charts guys, but later on please. So need to see first some of the charts we have in here. There's possibly some sort of free tap loading too. Stream is going to be slightly different guys. I'm going to just solely focus on charting. We can try quarter cycles actually. Oh, these are not the good ones. We need the other ones. These ones. And we don't need RSI at all. Oh, actually. This is my friend's RSI, but I can hide it for now. We don't need that. It's a bit of a different one he uses. He's testing it, but it's not as bad. Do we have some signs of a higher time frame accumulation? Oh, it's the lower time frame. No, I remember why I didn't use this one. Okay, never mind then, we don't need them. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to go slightly lower. If I'm correct, then we could be seeing 3.02 on total, so slight dump right now. I have some limit longs on Litecoin. In VIP, wanted to check the ADA for sure. This was very nice We had the uptrend, currently waiting for some sort of a valid swing long, and then we might be trading it. But yeah, you see the beautiful level here. Actually, market slightly differently today, so we can see some other stuff. We have other charts for ADA or other templates, but could be happening here easily is a wick of here. This is the selling climax. Let's see AR. And this is where we would be looking for lows here. Okay, this is fine. This level could be interesting. First break, we don't have a second break. Yeah, somewhere around here. Here or here. Could be a coming reaction. This is a liquidity below this, so most likely the lower one if it wants to go higher. And would be also 75. Or just there. So if there's anything looking, then we will be looking for some sort of reaction here. But you don't want to ape without a proper reaction, so yeah. Okay, I need to change the songs. I don't want to listen to these today. Yeah, nice. Actually, let's see if we can find some sort of range here. If this closes like this, then you can try to long this with a stop of closure below this level, but it's super risky. I wouldn't go big on this one. Only if it closes bullish on this one. Yeah. You can try enter here, stop here. Stop loss is close, a 5-minute close below this level. But I wouldn't trade it just yet. You can try it, but I would wait for the level I marked here. But it's a Bojan low on 1 minute. So like, if I was scalping, I would try to enter this with small size and then possibly wait for the lower. Or if I want to, then I would DCA if I see a setup here. But yeah. To be very risky scalp. Problem with these small scalps is that I am not able to post them in the group. Because it's so super quick that, yeah. There's like zero time for me to enter these. Or write them as well. Do you see level reached? There's the sweep. And might go higher. And we would be looking for at least this level, as this was the outside bar. So you would be taking some profits here and here. And you want to go break even as soon as you can. If we go on 15 seconds, maybe we can see some sort of reaction here. But yeah, this is not looking as good. And could possibly dump lower. 15 seconds isn't like well placed. And this is quite a big dump, so there's some sort of reaction on lower time frame. You will usually see first fake reversal and then they move. But sometimes these scalps work out because they like for some sort of level before they do something like that. Or even like this, but yeah. Usually these are very quick setups and you want to take as much positions or as much profit on these positions as you can. Total 2 against total 3 is not really telling us anything today. USDT is still in the higher time frame range. On weekly we have it like it is, but on daily it's a... this whole block is a range basically. And could be filling this block. Let's see on lower time frame if there's some sort of UNF. But like VG0, but I don't trade them. We barely, but almost filled this UNF, but we didn't. See, like there's no wick. So this is the UNF that should be filled if we want to go higher on USDT. And there's UNF here as well. There's many UNFs actually. Reliving any of these previously? Yeah, some are here. I mean, it's quite normal that USDT flashes more UNFs because it's like not a regular chart or so. So yeah. Some charts I want to check are Doge against Tesla and Doge against US 500. What I see here is this. So there's some sort of macro like strength now on Doge against Tesla, but could be macro short after this happens. But it's very likely that this is going to be during the quick all season, which likely will not last as long, and this is going to be after the dump. Do you see the obvious plan pretty much? Can check if there is some sort of wick off on lower time frame. It's not going to be as clear as the chart kind of struggles to print the right data sometimes, but the wick, no, I don't think we can find anything as much here. It'd be easier to look for the other charts. One sec. Okay. Why not? What happened? But I'm not sure what you were talking about, the 3x to 25x. If you mean the ADA. XVG reached the level we had marked previously. It's going to be somewhere here. Oh, it's actually pumping nicely recently. I didn't even know it's pumping that much. Nice. Kind of slowly trying to reach the level. XRP still ranging between the levels. Could give us something, but it's not finding anything valid right now. We had this range here. Small manipulations, but nothing that would give us the confluence for swing short, swing long. Just it. We were looking into the XMR last time. Yeah, exactly what we expected. Some strength in the XMR. Today's 33%. We don't try to short it here. It's in macro expansion and just broke all-time high, so there's something then that I would not try to short its XMR right now. Because it's super risky and will likely continue slightly higher. Let me check how the Bitcoin or stable dominance is looking right now. I don't have much here. No changes really since last time. Zach is trying to flirt with these new levels, but Aster possible exit pump later on. But nothing that we would like right now. It's possibly building a wick off on lower time frame too. This is your PS. This is your AR. Possible SC, and now you're waiting for a new setup to flash. And possibly a lower time frame wick off in here, which was not filled, so could have been used as a liquidity on 1 hour. Let me see if we want to delete it. Yeah, I'll delete this one. This one seems better. Yeah, so it's pretty clear where the liquidity sits right now for Aster. This can be deleted too, because there was lower time frame for sure somewhere in here. You have this nice sweep, which gives the idea, and this wick is higher than the sweep, so this basically invalidates the free tip on this time frame, or like on this area, because the candle closed below the wick. So if it was like this, then this is not tap. It would miss the wick. So again, looks similar to many coins. We have the liquidity curve. Possibly can be only done even from here, but yeah, it doesn't really matter where. You just see that it's like a rising structure. This is where super sync kind of starts. This is where they accumulate the shorts and then they send it lower. And these like liquidity curves happen a lot, so there was a request on hype. You can check hype. 12-hour might be something. I'm not sure if it's swept the high. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's good. So this is possibly APS. And this could be AR sooner. It's a weird chart slightly right now, because it feels like it's lagging behind. Oh, I see what's happening. There's maybe a free tap here loading. So yeah, so it makes sense if this is AR, then we should get some sort of push before we nuke here, and then you either make another low after some sort of ranging and go higher, or you range here and then go higher if this is valid Wyckoff. So we are in very early stage of Wyckoff if this is one, and this free tap could be a good long if you're looking to long this. If we stop here to here, this could be used as a hard stop loss, or you can even go like this with a daily closure below this level. So if you want to enter, you can enter right now actually. I'll send this in the group as well. Market entry. How much is this? 17%. So we want to go like a... Yeah, there's the level 2. So we want to take first TP around here and then go to stop loss. 31. If we go on 1 hour, then we can slightly reduce these. Yeah, this is nice close. We'll see how the market reacts to this level. There's likely a free tab here too on lower time frame. Make sure to check it real quick. Yeah. There's your tabs. And there's your downtrend. So this is the sweep, which attacked the high. This high. Never closed above. And took down the low here. So you can pretty much utilize free tabs as like these. It's I know it looks hard and you might not anticipate this big move, but it's part of the overall market structure, which I will teach you in the future. But I mean, you kind of understand why the move happened here to the upside to this point. Imagine this as like a big pool of accumulation where people are expecting a long, I mean short, since they were scaring them around here for more short. This is where they sweep their stops, and this is where also long limits get activated, so they get trapped, then you get to the short area, and both sides gets basically swept. And in meanwhile you're building some sort of patterns inside of these that like people are trying to catch. Maybe if we go on 1 hour we will see something, but yeah. So let me go to lower time frame if we see some sort of perfect entry, but there's an outside bar. Yeah, there was supposed to be an entry here. And yeah, so this was supposed to be an entry, and we would be break even right now, but okay, this is slightly scary though. Could get one more leg down before the upside. But our higher time frame stop loss should cover this. Let me see if we are not in this retest of the range. Yeah, we might be, so we might get a one more leg to this one level. It's okay, we shouldn't close below this. If we do, then we would try to look for more entries there, but okay, I think we can skip to another coin. I believe this looks pretty understandable. I mean, it's not fully developed for that just yet, but it kind of covers what it should. If you go on 1 hour, maybe we can find a block in here. No, we can't actually. One second. Okay, this is fine, yeah. It's okay. So lower time frame doesn't look as bad too. Let me check if we have some charts in here that we went through last time. I believe it was AR fill. We had these on different ones. I need to make one template because this is getting slightly annoying. I just have problems with one colors, and sometimes if my head hurts, I like to prefer different colors to track the charts. But yeah, I need to make them into one setup so we can watch them more easily. How is it looking with the USDT chart in here? Almost reached the high, it's okay. Still should happen. What the fuck? Okay. You're on this one right there. Or this one? But why do I not see suddenly any of my chartings? Okay. Trying to below this level on Ethereum dominance. Seems like this held. Yeah, that's the Bitcoin USDT. Okay, I think we should go through dot. Oh, nice. Dot filled perfectly this level. So if I'm not wrong, then we should see this level soon. Because you see this range was filled perfectly. Probably give us some sort of Bojan low. Yeah, it's being tested. So we have Bojan low here. There was supposed to be a long. I believe we actually long this, but I'm not sure. Right now, let me see if I have open trade. Yeah, we have one. Nice. Yeah, what was spot? And right now, if we look into these, let's try to find an entry for us again. Finally, this week is something I would keep an eye on, and this one. Yeah, this is possibly zone. And it kind of overlaps, so would be nice if we just bumped into this and ran would be good. It's probably a range as well. It's 50% of that. Go slightly higher. Yeah. So very likely we are going to see a retest of this, and then we might see some reaction to that. Yeah. Let me check for some trending coins and what's up with the volume via some of my tools. There's not much today. Interesting. Pump is something I wanted to check, definitely. It's currently sitting in some very interesting levels. And this is a level we had. Can refine it here, you see. This can be deleted right now. See how low this was. So it was below 50%, that's good. And lower time frame, do we have anything? There was this level that got swept, so need to be slightly cautious right now. There is no downtrend. We saw this is a level for sure. So this is interesting. So you have two different levels in here, but this one seems more precise. So I'm going to stick with that one. There's a demand chain. So as long as this holds, I'll show you. Basically, as long as this one holds, you don't need the text. I think you understand that this is the demand chain, and we'll only keep it on the one. Anyway, it looks slightly stupid, but I'll show you in a second why this is exactly what we want to see. So we had this, but we need to mark also this candle. And this was tested too. Was this? Okay. We also need to mark this level before we go to lower time frame, and now we can search for some weird stuff that would happen here. Okay, so this was the whole candle, that's fine, that's a demand chain which is valid. This was here, so that's fine too. See how it's tested. Here, test it again. So this one's fine. This one was the hourly candle, which is okay. It was tested again. There's going to be some sort of zone on lower time frame. That's why I know it's going to be fine. Yeah. So demand chain for this coin is okay, but what is here? This is starting to be bad, so this level is possibly weak for later on. And there's a small free tap in here. So if we are looking for a entry on pump, and if we get the dump, we'll be looking into this level or potentially somewhere in here. So this small candle is possibly your level. If we go on hourly, usually I would extend this to this, but I want to show you how strong it can be if we actually come back to that level. Yeah, and lower time frame, 40 minutes probably. Even 15 minutes, there's going to be something we can find. Yeah. There's your 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap. This is your third step, so 1, 2, 3. And this is your downtrend. So this was the sweep, some sort of liquidity. And now we are dumping to the lower levels again. And this, if this fails, then you have a problem. If this level fails, I showed you this one, then you would be looking for more dump, very aggressive dump, because of the fail of the support. This is where I would not make a stop loss like daily close below something, because if this area fails, then you know it's weak and you should exit that trade soon. That's how I close my trades sometimes sooner before I see anything. Let me real quick check how the market looks on Ethereum. What can we expect here? Yeah, there was even an intraday trade today on Ethereum. I missed it, but you can see right after the open. It may not look as obvious again. It would be like this: 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 taps. Small closure below, was supposed to be long. And yeah. Maybe with some Bojan low. Oh, there was not Bojan low. Oh, sort of, but not the good one. But yeah, you could have traded blindly this kinda with direct stop. Let's sweep the low, didn't. Okay, I think this would be tricky one. But yeah, you see the free taps are basically everywhere. Could have traded it even like this only. In case this helps you to see it more nicely. You see there was no sweep. This is the first time it was swept. And you know it's Monday, so it kind of gives you the idea. And again, these wicks, like many people will mark this as demand zone, something like that. And this is basically just liquidity loading to be swept. So they fucked shorts here, and then they fucked the longs here. Right now, you are basically in a Monday range. Monday range is from here to here, and you can kind of wait to do some stuff, but if you were to scalp the free tap, you would be entering here and taking profits around the wicks here, whenever you see some sort of wick taps. Because if they need to, they will show you swing failure patterns after the free tap. And swing failure pattern is basically just a wick above previous, some sort of local high or structure point, and then you're muking. So waiting for the closure, you would be closing the trade around here, and it's also in the old key level we have here, so yeah, that would be a bearish sign, closing below this. It was a attempt of breaking higher, but many people call it attempt, you just know it was a liquidity grab from the pre-tap. And if you didn't manage to trade this, you can always go back to some sort of stronger wicks after the pump. Try to look for re-entries, but this is such small time frame that I would avoid it. We're still waiting for the Bitcoin. But honestly, it's looking better and better each day. So I think we are very close to alts running right now. Been buying heavily spot, but trying to kind of find some good entries. Just scared of this big liquidity curve just yet. Bitcoin gets MicroStrategy. One of the interesting charts again. See what we have here, I guess, even from the first glance. You need to be very careful about this chart, showing us later on what's going to happen. There was the W setup I told you about on the last stream. It sometimes happened below the free tabs, but it's not a confluence that would be valid nowadays for me, because it's a slightly random. But these V's are sort of a confirmation for you that you're on a right path on some of the free tabs. So yeah, MicroStrategy might be struggling a bit against Bitcoin. We'll see about that. It's not really important chart for us to follow each day. On the other hand, something we need to check is a US 500 against total free and total. And we still need to track the 144 weeks, where the bottom should happen here. Or top 4 else, not bottom, sorry, because it's reversed basically. Others against Bitcoin, still a very big level here. Risky, but I'm very patient. I don't want to see charts trying to go higher and then you get sudden nuke in one day, because it can happen easily. Remember that on many charts we still don't have the we still don't have lower wick on the yearly candle right now, so that is what you don't want to see. Just going quickly through some of the ones we have in here, if some of them filled it or not. Here you see Kraken doesn't have a wick, which is not good. You want to see it filled soon if you want to be bullish for the rest of the year, which I doubt that will happen. And more likely, if we don't fill that, there's a chance we go slightly higher and then we nuke to these levels. Or at least 50% of this previous candle, which would be 74k. But if we put down the range numbers, could be looking at some numbers. You see, like how nicely it respects all the highs, all the lows. And yeah, if like the worst case we can get is a 21k. This is where I would sell anything I have to buy Bitcoin. But yeah, this is what I told you last time about this is scary. This liquidity curve on daily. It feels like we are in a bubble. But the question is, how far do we need to go for them to give us more fuel for the big short? But yeah, there's a big chance we will see some sort of fake pump still before we get the big short. I think there's going to be like a time window of 2-3 months maximum where you can make a lot of money, and after that you should probably scale out of the market. So honestly not much that we can check today. I'm gonna go through some of the news. So let me real quick swap to the X profile. Let's go through some of the news we had. Okay, we have some sort of a trading bot. Let me see if we have his wallet in here. No, we don't. Energy security. It's fine. This is quite big, but this could be a bearish in long term, because I believe that world liberty is going to be I think they will be sued in this year or maybe the next one, and I want you to mark it down because if the Democrats win the elections, there's quite a big chance that they will attack Trump for his crypto stuff and Elon, and that could bring a lot of fun. So yeah, after basically May, we might see some sort of top. Yeah. Why would fucking Trump interview BlackRock guy? Like, yeah, for Federal Reserve Chair. So if this guy gets elected, you have a fucking scam season. Like, yeah. Scam family. So what does this lady have to say? They could lose big if crypto is included in for, yeah, obviously, but that's like Bitcoin treasure debate, nothing crazy. Pablo crypto banner is something, I don't know. Many people lost money thanks to them. Time for Palantir to make its run for the day. Let's see where the Palantir is. He's talking a lot about Palantir. Oh yeah. Yeah, Palantir is fucked. Like crazy fucked. 1 second, you will see it. So Palantir is like absolutely fucked. I need the chart. Almost forgot to switch scenes again. Need a monitor for that, but this is a flipped chart, okay? But yeah, this is not looking good for Palantir. We either range here a little bit, then we we make one more low, but more likely this is not the correct scenario. It's going to be this one. I know there's not a lot of signs that you can see right now, but there was a free tap in here, which swept the low with a aggressive selling pressure. Right now we are somewhere in this. And as you know, Palantir has been very, very overpriced. I had the inverse chart, so... And you see, what do we have here? This is not surviving. Like, I don't understand if people are buying the top, but it's crazy if they do. Like, we had a run for 2 years, which made like 25x returns on a stock, which is... yeah. It looks quite a lot like Bitcoin right now. From the top, like where it stopped, that's what I mean. So you don't want to be buying Palantir at all. I'd rather second time here. I will like what you do and how you explain. A lot of learning. Thanks for that. Do you mind if you look into XCN chart? Thank you. Yeah, we can actually check it. Check up on Trader setup. Yeah, we can check it. Or check quickly the ADA and then we will move on to the next ones. Yeah. So you see, this is what we talked about basically. And there's no valid reaction to that still. So no valid Bojan law. And the scalp would be invalidated too. Still waiting. You want to see some low, and then the next 15-minute can close, create some sort of a low, but until then you don't want to enter. I think this could actually help you see and understand why I would be avoiding this trade right now. You had the zones, but you don't have a valid reaction to this. Because if you go on lower time frame, you see, look, we tried to pump here, got stuck and instantly went lower. So right now you don't have a valid reaction. It doesn't matter if you don't catch the bottom. You don't want to catch the exact bottom. You want to catch the strength. This is where we don't have it just yet. Okay, but let's look into XCN. You guys wanted to check. I have no idea what the chart is. So I'll try to look for it. Oh, okay. It's some crazy chart. So this was a level that was supposed to be a key level, but it's not going to be the one. Because on lower time frame we are going to have 8 different ones. You also need to mark this wick. I would like to go on 12 hour, that seems to be the best chart in terms of a trying to catch the bottoms with the I think we use. No, this is not a valid zone, even though we have a beacon here. But this is not a valid zone that I marked here. I mean, it would be nice if it was, but oh, it went lower. But this was ignored and didn't tap it here. So this is the first sign of the rejection lower. First you want to always check these, because This can give you an idea of what was left behind. Okay. This is not going to be level as well. But we need to mark all of these just in case. Okay, then we pumped here. This was an outside bar, so there's going to be some sort of level in here. Going to mark this candle to see what's gonna happen in here. And now we can develop from here. This is something you want to mark, but something else. And there could be possible A level. Over here you see how many, like this area, you see how there's not a single closure below that level, or like inside of that level. Right there is on 4 hour, but if we had to refine, then this would be invalid. But if we maybe can find something here, could give us some sort of strong level. But it got kind of ignored here. So this one, we will make it just gray in terms of something, but you don't want to really keep it for long. And here, what do we have here? I mean, this chart is pretty crazy. Like, you have sudden exit pump here. Oh, holy fuck. 16x. And then nothing. I mean, I would be scared to trade this one, or hold it at least. It's like many people are probably seeing this, so there's your breakout, but I don't know. I would be very, very careful. You need to get above this zone at least. You need to close this. Like, this is a fine level, but it did not respect that, so it kind of loses the validation for some sort of bullish strongness or bullish strength. And I don't really see any. There could be like a hidden wick off. Maybe. And there might have been a free tap also, but it's like so small coin that I would suggest you kind of avoid it for now. It's a very weird coin. Low volatility for sure. Or like this was low volatility and the dump is crazy. So how much? 98? 99, yeah. The problem is I don't know what they do, so it's quite a problem. Do you see how they came just for the UNF right here? So they want to come for the other UNFs on weekly. And there's going to be for sure some in here. It's got filled instantly. There's a UNF here. But it got filled too, so that's okay. There's UNF here, I guess. Oh, it has a small wick, but maybe. Oh, it doesn't actually. Yeah, I would not trade this coin. It's like too complex. I think you can find much here, and it's too risky to depend on something that you can see currently, or you don't have a valid setup, in my opinion, right here. Maybe from different strategy you could do something, but for me this is a pass. Yes, exactly. Okay, let's go back to the news, guys. Let's actually check what's happening. Yeah, I have a lot of windows opens. Market has a lot wrong today. Interesting. What happened since he tweeted that? We dumped a little bit. Snow Street was trashing up advertising. It would miss the service numbers. The whole point of this morning's news to Snow Street. That's wrong. Stock is a buy. Yeah, so I think Apple is cooked. Even though we have a level here. But what's the higher time frame telling us? There was an imbalance here. Okay, that's now filled. Again, scary. Scary curve. So Jim Cramer is telling you to buy this. Means short term maybe. Or like how much? We retest this 3% maybe. But then you're cooked. I think they will drag it to this level just for the fun and to fill the orders, but he's telling you to buy 2% move for a like risk of a 20 to 30% move down. Yeah, he's trapping you. Oh wait, I didn't swap it, sorry. It's going to be very quick. So there's a free tap, free drive. He's telling you to buy this into this like weird gap zone and into this weekly daily level. So he's looking to trap you for a 2% move in risk of a 30 to 23% move at least. So yeah. Okay, back to the use. Back to the news. MetaMask could hurt financial markets. Nice, great. It's funny because yeah, they're going to push him off the work basically. Love this. Imagine what this could be. They say the tariffs, but it's bullshit. Like, this can't happen. The money that is in the rotation, it's from companies, and it's like, imagine the process it would have to go through if they had to pay the tariffs back. Like, every single company would have to pay something back, and the ones that gained that would have to, yeah. Like, this is not mechanically possible. So it's going to be like a dismissed. And as companies accept these prices, there's no problem to that. So from like legal perspective, I don't see this happening, and there's no reason for them to basically like revert the tariffs and say that they're illegal. They can say that they were illegal, but I don't think they can do anything for it to reverse. So there might come some sort of news where they will say that they are illegal, and there has to be something done about that, and then it's going to like get quiet, and no one will move out around that. So yeah, X is trying to build the finance. I think Musk will likely do something with Doge again. Google partnership is strong. Google pays that Lancer gets better. Yeah, Siri didn't get better in thousands of days. Siri is basically the same while you have AI models, so both are going lower likely. Yeah, this is definitely going to be approved. Maybe not this soon, but yeah, they made money, now they will cut the Congress off. I'm 100% sure that this is going to happen. Will happen for sure. But maybe not this week, definitely this year. Oil, I'm pretty sure that oil is cooked, and I think we are very close to a bottom on oil. I think from here prices will likely go only higher, if somewhere. I'll show you in a second why. Not sure where I have the markings now, but this is a monthly chart. Remember that this is like a how much? Yeah. How many bars is that? 469. So click calculations 12. That's 1 year, so it's 40 years of charts. And you had this free tab for more than 4 years, just building the bottom. We swept it in 2020. And right now we are building some sort of structure and filling these levels that were not filled previously. Maybe if we go to just like a... Oh, I was on more. Yeah, I was slightly confused on what happened with the chart. It's this. So this is your zone. We can try to refine this as low as we can. So we can go to 12-hour zone. This is the level. And you're targeting these highs minimum. These and these highs. So you're looking for a trade on oil with 120 to 133%. I'll share this into group as well, because why not? Maybe if this is a range as well. Then we are looking for 160 on oil. Which is very likely range because you see how it held here and this was the key level. I actually believe that Demon might be also looking to buy us some oil. This is what I believe could be the oil plan, possibly. I know it's quite a big time frame, but you can operate even with this much big time frames. Just there's no limit to what you can chart. Yeah, I'll work with a lot of charts, like all of these are something I use, so I know exactly what is where. Yeah, we can look into Dash for sure. Thank you so much, Duke, and welcome. Actually speaking more than I expected to speak, but I don't mind actually. But we will do these like more quieter streams more when I will just check the market, because I do it anyway. And we can look into the charts together. Dash is interesting. On 1 hour. Oh, nice. It actually has a Bojan low right now. So if it closes like this, then maybe we get some sort of candle tomorrow like that, or immediately up. But what slightly worries me is the price section here. There's no sweep of these lows. Interesting. What do the lovers tell us? Not much. How's the 4 hour looking? Maybe I'll start from daily, because okay, we swept this level. This was never tested. There's your liquidity. I mean, the Bojan low is looking good, but does it have a reaction from a valid point level? What does this level look like? Nothing crazy. This was a low. If I invert the chart, it's not going to look like a wake off that we would like. Oh, that's 23 hour chart. I mean, this is like, you see how weird this level is. There's something to this. Everyone sees that, so we are definitely going to play around that level again, but the question is if we are going to overcome that and go higher, or if that was going to be the trigger for short. This is the range again. Very possible is we could be looking into a wake-off that is developing just yet. If that's true, then we can also try to make a range point from here. And then it would be possible for us to look for these levels and then do some sort of structure. Dash is slightly unclear to me right now. This is weird as well. That's not an UNF, so that's good. If it was, it would be very troublemaking. Could see it push above this level. 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 taps. And there is a obvious downtrend. So if this is a macro 3 tap on higher time frame, you're looking for a closure above this level. And anywhere above this level, you want to start taking profits and start building small short positions. in case we have a good in case we have a good setup, but if not, then just want to take the profits on this position and move out of it, because this is likely going to zero afterwards. It's a scary chart from the point that you have very big wicks that are hurtful. Like this was the key level you needed to take out where most of the liquidity was. These were like the long-term shorts, with people expecting this to go to 0-0. Oh my bad. Oh, you were looking into the chart like that at least. Okay, my bad, sorry. Thank you, buddy. Oh, stream got frozen. Oh, it's okay, like my Telegram is fine. Yeah, so you have like a macro free tab here. If we make a logarithmic chart, you will see better that this is like a free tab on a monthly chart. But on daily, this pump was basically just a liquidity grab, and maybe what it could do right now is like you have a Bojan low, so maybe some sort of this, but it's very risky as this was not filled, and you have a low range over here, so there's a chance that we will go up here, then we can go down here, and then we can continue up, but dash is weird right now. There's a valid Bojan low here, but you don't have like a clear structure on why it should move from here, because it basically didn't sweep anything. Maybe this small range, but it still aligns with this level, not here. If we go with FIB, also below the level, so weird one. Okay, let's move on to something else. Let's check how the coins are developing. Litecoin is fine. ADA is like, it made something, but no white structure here. Okay, below this level, but still didn't close above the 0.75, maybe on 4 hour, but it's too low. There's still this unfilled. Ethereum against SPX, still wiggling around these lows. But long term has definitely something worth waiting. How is Mr. Zek looking today? Potentially could do some sort of scam pump again later on, because no closure below. It closed below. Here's the closure for intraday trade, but nothing that you want to trade fully. Maybe to these highs, but there's possibly a new wick of loading here again. I still believe Zek is going to go lower. This week, this low is weak, and this is your liquidity too. This weird wick. Hype. How is hype developing? We had hype somewhere else, not on this chart. Here. No, not this one. Maybe there. Yeah. Still playing a little bit, but nothing wrong with that. Okay, maybe. Maybe, just maybe, this is start of a week off. If so, we would slightly increase our stop loss. Because this could be our AR. This could be our SC. Oh, we have this here. Not sure where was our entry. It was like somewhere there. I will do it later on. Yeah, and we charted this elsewhere. Not here, we charted this here. Holy fuck, what am I doing today? It's crazy, man. Or it was not even there, it was maybe here. No, I don't know where we charted that. Was it this? No, it was... Oh, okay, it was here. Felt to close below. XVG is doing exactly what we wanted to see. Still have like a long open. Yeah, crypto is expecting 900 on ZEC, I know, but that's exactly what will not happen. He's counter trading, so he's like trying to trap people. ZEC might reach 900, but not this run definitely. It's going lower soon. Total free against total. This is good if this can hold. This reminds me of something so much. I know what exactly. This price action looks exactly like the Bitcoin against Ethereum. Like exactly. It's crazy, man. It's just, I remember all the charts and they all look the same. It's crazy. Maybe if I put it like slightly better, but see how crazily almost the same it is. Maybe if I played without around a little bit more, it would get better, but so what happened after that? Nothing, ranging. Let me check what he wrote. I mean, yeah, XMR is in the macro expansion cycle. XMR is very undervalued coin still. It has such good tech, and it's been in accumulation for so long. It's still like wouldn't be surprised if XMR pumped even like to, I don't know, 1.2k. It can keep on pumping. I'm not sure how far, but it would have to start ranging before any macro reversal. Like if you wanna go crazy, maybe like a, oh, it's not logarithmic. There's no like possible rigs we could use. Go from here to there, that's above already, so. Oh wait, this is nice. Like maybe this one. 720 should be guaranteed, but yeah, one of my friends was showing me XMR for like 2 years, and I'm glad I listened to him because it's one of my spot bags. It's not like an insane size, but it's the same as others. But thanks to him, I considered buying that one. Oh, 1 sec, someone wrote me something. Okay, thank you. So to brother. Yeah guys, I think this is going to be it. I'm waking up tomorrow quite early. I have one meeting, friend of mine, going to travel somewhere in the summer and want to plan it in advance. So yeah, look at this. Here's your liquidity, total free. So small dump in coming days maybe. Oh, that's 1 hour chart actually. Nice. It's not even big dump. And then we might go up. So yeah, this is the point where we are going to look for longs on alts. Like to send this to the group too. We don't need much more from this. Okay. Total 3. What's the plan? USDT is just ranging and it's fucking annoying, man. Like, we need to get out of this range. You see there's a huge pool here. It's all the accumulation. But once we go, we will go quickly. There's this big curve too. So we have lower time frame curves, and higher time frame curve on some of these. So this is good at least. I wouldn't mind if we moved like here, as I told you last stream, and then move down into a. We have it here. You have it here. It's like. No, what was the chart? Was it this one? Oh, I know, this one was the chart. So you see, this is the plan we had last time. Actually, we can go weekly. So yeah, something like this could happen. But this is 3% is where I would want to look for shorts. Should be taken out. Okay, I think that's it, guys, for today. Yeah, we even on other charts here at these different strategy zones. It's still valid. It's actually the same plan, I believe, we have on Ethereum on it aligns with our zones here. Yeah. It's the same chart basically, but just slightly different. And maybe even on here. Yeah. It's crazy like how many things we used and still the outcome is the same. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you on the next stream. Have a good night. Bye bye.